The first federal income tax in the United States was enacted as the revenue tax of 1861 and signed by President Abraham Lincoln to provide funds for fighting the American Civil War. In a foreshadowing of things to come, Congress repealed and replaced the original act 1 year later with the Revenue Act of 1862. This action required those with an income greater than $600 per year to pay a 3% tax. The top end of the scale required individuals to pay 5% on incomes greater than $5,000. Following the conclusion of the war, this tax was repealed in 1872, and it was several decades until the tax returned. In 1913, with the ratification of the 16th Amendment, today's federal income tax was introduced. The first version of this tax imposed rates ranging from 1% to 7%. In 1943, the government began the process of having employers deduct federal income taxes from employees' compensation. Up until that time, participation in paying income taxes was not too robust in certain parts of the country. By involving employers, the federal government broadened participation in paying income taxes and provided the federal government with a steady stream of income. The United States tax system is extremely complex and has been so for decades. Unfortunately, attempts at simplifying taxes have failed, and instead, new tax methodologies target at helping specific individuals make it even more complex. The tax codes established in 1913 were 400 pages in length. By some standards, that's already lengthy. Today, however, we face a daunting 75,000 pages of tax code and associated IRS guidelines. Modifications to the IRS code happen each year, with major changes occurring periodically. At one point in 1944, the federal income tax reached a peak of 94%. This stemmed from a need to fund World War II. During the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, a top rate of 70% persisted. The Economic Recovery Act of 1981 reduced the top rate from 70% to 50%. In 2025, the top federal income tax rate is 37%. So how does the federal government use your federal income tax collections? The water gets a bit murky here. Some charts show health initiatives commanding 24%, Social Security 21%, defense spending 13%, interest on the debt another 13% before addressing smaller categories. In our current heated political environment, depending on which party is making the presentation, you may get a slightly different version. What is clear is that the federal income tax is exceedingly complex and will likely continue to be so.